No, like, there's no different, mate. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we've got this beautiful M2 competition, stage 2, and today we're going to fit some lowered and stiffer springs to make it better for the track days that we've got coming up. And we have actually booked our first track day, which is the 3rd of April, so it's at Bedford Autodrome. If you're there in the area, come down, say hello. But today we're going to fit some springs to this, some H&R lowering springs, and we've got some few other bits we need to do on this, and I'll bring it to the channel if you guys like it. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you want to see more content on this car, let me know in the comments. Right, so we've got the cart on the ramp. We've done this side here, so just gonna take you through how we're gonna do this side. So there's some trim clips up here you have to undo. They're just plastic trim clips. There's an 18mm nut in there that you have to undo. And then what we're gonna do is drop the strut and then pull it out of the arch, change the spring, put it back and jack it back up. In order to do that, you have to undo these electrical connectors from the mounting points here and one lower, and then out of this electrical box here, just so that it's free flowing. Take off the drop link and then undo the brake clip here, and just so it's free flowing. And then we'll pull the strut out, lower the jack, pull the strut out, change the spring, put it back in, and then lift it back up into the slot at the top, and then job's a good one. Take over. Just going to put it coming over the top of the strut so it doesn't damage the wing, and then compress the strut once you can. It should be able to just slide out like that, and there we go. And then we could just pop the spring off, take the insert, this insert and the bump stop out, put it on the new spring and put it back just like that, and then just make sure it's seated. Just make sure it's seated at the top, just there. And then again, when it goes onto this bottom mount, make sure it's seated into the right spot as well. Just like that. So it's seated there, seated at the top here, and then just gonna push the strut down again and push it back up into its hole. And then do it up and then redo everything. There you go, it's in its hole now. So then we'll get the jack and we'll jack it up and put it into its hole. Come on, a bit more. I'll do it for a moment. A little bit to the right. There you go. Right, not all the way through yet. Might need to just make sure everything's seated properly. Don't worry too much about it going up, to make sure everything's seated properly. So the suspension, the spring is on the actual top mount. Perfect. Yeah. So then just whack the bolt on there now, and then just redo everything. You undone the drop links, the cables and the brake line, and that's the front done. The back's a little bit different, and we'll show you when we've done that one. So we just make sure we've put the connections back in every location at a little black box. The drop link's done, and that brake pipe there just clips back on, just like that, and then that should be good to go. And that's the new spring installed. So the lower springs aren't too much lower than the standard one. Hopefully they'll give us a little bit more drop than that when it goes on the car. It's got less coils as well, so it should drop a bit more than what. There's a small distance in here, so let's give it a go. So this is future me. I'm editing the video now, and I realised I didn't capture all of the footage from doing the rears, but it was a very simple process. There was just 2 bolts, one at the back, which was the further bolt away, and one for the shock. The further bolt away is a really long bolt, so it's a nightmare to get out. That took us most of the time and a lot of frustration. In the end, we undone 4 bolts that held the exhaust rubbers on, and we lowered the exhaust a little bit, which gave us a little bit more room to get those bolts out, and also to use an impact gun to sort of save some time. So it was essentially just those 2 bolts that needed to come down, and the whole sort of lower arm will slide down, as you can see in the video. Apologies I didn't get as much footage as I could. I was in a unit with other people, and I'm still new to this YouTube stuff, and sometimes I can be a bit nervous around new people, and you know, I'm still new to YouTube, so it's a bit awkward for me. So, and as you'll tell probably in the outro, where you know, I'm sort of in the middle of a shopping area and there's people around. So apologies for that, guys, and I'll just pass you back to some B-roll of the car once it's lowered in the same place that we took when it wasn't lowered, so we can get a comparison shot. Hope you guys enjoy, and back to the video. No, like, there's no different, mate. And that's it, guys, all done, and I hope you can agree that it's sitting a lot nicer now. It's not too low, but it's just low enough, and it should help out on the track too. So if you want to see more about this car, drop a comment down below. Maybe I'll do a review in it, and we'll do some drives and stuff. So let me know in the comments if you want to see more of this car, and we'll see it in the track very soon, and we may be doing some more work to it, some pads and stuff, but we'll see if the Harry wants us to do that. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a good one.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying